For your class today, you will need a lighter set of weights. I also have a little squishy ball here, a core ball, Pilates ball, whatever you want to call it. You can alternatively use a little cushion, a little pillow. So for my lighter set, I'm gonna actually wear my ball of wristbands. And they're about like 1 kilo. I also have a little ledge nearby, a little window ledge or a wall. You can also use the back of a chair, right? So when you got what you need, let's get groovy and hop on your mat. Meet me at the top of your mat. Standing nice and tall, just letting your body go. Let it do what you need to do here. You might take a little sway side to side, little rotation in your torso, in your spine. On your next inhale, come back to center. Sweep both arms up to the sky. Find your right wrist, cross your right foot behind your left, lengthen up through your crown, reach your fingers up towards the sky, and exhale, side bend up and over to your left side. Enjoying the stretch in your right side body. And then see if you can wiggle your fingers away from your shoulder to lengthen and just find more stretch. And inhale here. And exhale, fold down to the left side as you come through center. Both hands to your mat. Right leg lifts up and back. And exhale, land right foot back down. Way back behind you. Inhale, lower your back knee. Roll up through your spine. Press down through your front foot to lift your pelvis away a little bit. And then exhale, maybe sink forward again, rotate to your left. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, rotate. One more like that, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, fold, frame your foot, step forward. Round your spine, ragdoll all the way up. Your head is the last to roll up. Inhale, sweep your arms up, cross your left foot behind your right, find your left wrist, side bend up and over to your right side. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale, fold as you round to the right side. Fold over your right leg, left leg goes back long. Exhale, step way back. Inhale, lower your back knee, roll up through your spine. Push the ground away with your right foot to lift your pelvis. Stack over your back knee a little bit and rotate to the right as you sink a little deeper into your lunge. 2 more like that. Inhale. And exhale, just checking in, allowing whatever to come up, mind and body to come up for you. Just notice it. Last time, exhale. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, release. Come all the way down. Find your ball. Bring your ball behind your chest, just under your shoulder blades here. Feet together, feet about hip width distance apart. You're gonna lay back for 2 and then crunch up for 2. So you're gonna lay back over the ball and then peel your chest up. You lay back and lift. Speed it up right here. Down and up. Good. So every time you crunch, you're drawing your low ribs towards your hips. Good. That's it. Can you imagine you have above an apple size or orange sized space between your chin and your chest? From there, you're lifting up with your sternum instead of with your neck. Good. In 4, we're gonna add in your legs if you'd like to. We'll alternate, draw them in, starting with your right knee. Right here, let's go. Lower, right knee in. Lower, switch sides, left knee. Good. When you lay back, Can you still keep your low ribs hugging in? So they're supporting, your core is on to support your spine as you go back into your spinal extension. Good. That's it. Down and up. Oh my goodness, I'm already feeling this like, whoa. In 4, we hold your right knee up. And you got tiny lift, tiny pulls there. In 2 and 1, right here. Little lift, pull. Oh my goodness. Whew. I hope you're feeling that. If you're not, you have robot bones. You have a robot buddy. Little pull, little pull. We're gonna twist to your right, then lay back. In 2 and 1, right here. We twist to the right side, and then lay back, right leg goes long. One more like that, slow. Option to pick up the tempo, right here. Twist and lay. Twist and lay. So my chest is turning to the right and back to center. Right, center, right, and center. We're just switching sides, left leg in, right here. Let's go. Little lift, pull, little lift, pull. Oof. Oh my goodness, why is that so crazy? Crazy hard. Relax your face, or at least try to. Twisting slow. Right here, we twist. For 2, lay back. For 2, left leg long, twist. Pull it in. Lay back, send it long. Good. Ooh. Let's speed that up. Right here. Twist, lay back. Twist, lay back. Really exhale as you twist. Exhale. Exhale. So I'm doing this with my chest instead of my arms. So your arms are going along for the ride. Last 2 and 1. Hold at center for 3, for 2, for 1, and release. Let it go. Oh, you can like roll off your ball. Oh my goodness. Okay. Ball between your inner thighs here. Hands are down. Tuck your toes. Your knees will lift and lower. Lift and lower. So I'm only lifting my knees about a few inches off my mat. Good. Every time you lift your knees, let's squeeze the ball. Right here, let's go. Lift, squeeze. Down. Lift, squeeze. Down. Can you press into your finger pads so your wrists feel good? So you might even walk your hands a bit more above your shoulders. Yes. Gorgeous. We're gonna hold it up, just squeeze. Right here, let's go. Squeeze, squeeze. Woo! Okay, y'all, can you draw your hips on the same plane as your shoulders as best as you can? Yeah. And then can you hug your belly button towards your spine? Yes, that's it. Woo! 4 more right here. In 4, we're gonna pivot right, center, and left. In 3, in 2, and 1. Let's go. We go right, center, we go left, center, right, and left. Can you gaze forward a few inches in front of your fingers so your neck is in line with your spine, right? Nice. We're gonna hold it right. Crouching tigers right here. Let's go. Knees bend, knees extend. Knees bend, knees extend. So I'm holding my twist. My hips are off on the diagonal towards my right. And then from there, my toes as well are kind of off on the diagonal. And then I'm bending, extending my knees. Good. In 4, we're gonna hold the side plank. Draw your left hand into the middle. It goes like this, hold it. Left hand into the middle, just under your face. Right arm opens for 2 and closes for 2. So we open and close. A little quicker, right here, let's go. Open, close, open, close. We're just switching sides, ready? In 2 and 1, knees left, hips back, hips forward. Hips back, hips forward. You keep going. whatever that looks like. So it might be that you take a moment, take a break, and then jump back in when you're ready. Bend, extend. So good. We're gonna hold it forward, adjust your right hand. Right here, let's go. Right hand under your face. Left hand opens to the sky, then back down to your mat. So you're opening, side plank, closing. If you want to, a little quicker, let's go. Open, close, open, close. 4 more here before we hold a forearm plank to finish. In 3, 2, 1, forearm plank your knees, bend, tap, extend. Bend, extend. So this is happening from my knees instead of my hips, right? So keep your hips as much as you can where they are. And then from there, your knees bend, extend. For 4, for 3, 2, rainbows with your hips. Right here, we got right, left, right, and left. Can you press down through your elbows? Chest is proud. For 4, for 3, for 2, and 1, and release. Grab your wrist weights. It's gonna hold them. It's a little easier to get situated. Hinge at your hips. Your elbows extend and bend when you're ready. Extend and bend. Good. That's it. Extend and bend. Good. That's it. You can also sit your hips back at your heels if that's more comfortable. Extend and bend. Okay, here we go. It's a tricep party. Let's add a hip lift right here. When you extend your elbows, lift your hips. Extend and bend. Woo! Oh my goodness. That's so good. We're gonna hold your arms long. Tiny lifts right here. Let's go. Little lift, little lift. So thumbs are down. 8 more right here. You got 8. Then we're gonna hold it high. You're gonna rotate your palms up to the sky, then back in to face each other. In 4, in 3, in 2, and 1. Let's go. Palms up, palms in, palms up, palms in. Nice. Woo! So this would be super effective also without any weight. I'm just telling you. Palms up, tiny lift, right here, little lift, little lift. Okay. You got your game face on, right? You're celebrating what your body is doing right now in this moment. Little lift, little lift. It's up and up. We're gonna bend, extend your elbows, tiny, right here. Let's go, little bend, little extend. Little bend, little extend. My palms are still facing behind me. Little bend, little extend. Woo! You might invite your hip movement, so you do a little lower, little lift. Little lower, little lift. Ooh! Oh my goodness. Right here, you got 4, 3, 2, speed it up. Right here, let's go. Little press, little press. Woo! So before, we were doing arms long, tiny lifts there, right? Can you do this from your elbows? So you're doing a tiny extension with your elbows. Little extend, little extend. You see that? Woo! Oh my goodness, squeeze it in, right here, squeeze, squeeze. In, like you're trying to touch your thumbs together behind your back. Squeeze, squeeze. Palms are up. You're gonna face your palms in. In 3, 2, 1, right here. Squeeze them in, squeeze them in. Oh my goodness, keep going. I need a breather, a hot sec. Squeeze, squeeze. Palms are facing in towards each other. Let's ride it out here. 8, 6. Let's hold the squeeze, lift and lower, holding the squeeze. Right here, it's up and down. Lift and lower. Oh, so you're holding your arms as close as you can together, above your hips. For 4, for 3, for 2, and 1, and release, let it go. Woo! I'm just gonna open up my wrist weights because I'm gonna put them around my wrists. It'll be a little easier for my shoulder work in this one. So you'll bring your ball under your heels and you can kind of hinge forward to get it there. You hold onto your support if you need to, your wall, your chair, whatever. When you're ready, kiss your heels together, turn your thighs away from center, bend your knees, plie. From there, you gotta dip, little dip. Yeah, that's it. Dip and dip. Woo! So good. Arms go wide when you're ready. Palms up. We're gonna get shoulders here as well. When you're ready, add a little lift with your arms right here. A little dip, lift, dip, lift. Dip, lift, dip, lift. Nice. Or just dip, 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 lift, dip, lift. You got a proud posture here. So crown is lifting up towards your sky. We're gonna freeze your legs, hold low, slide your arms forward and wide. Right here, let's go. Forward and wide. Forward and wide. Slice. Slice it, slice it. Good. My palms are up the entire time. If you want to, when you slide wide, thumbs down. So we go forward, thumbs down. Forward, thumbs down. You got palms up, palms back. Palms up, palms back. Nice. So working into some internal rotation there when we open wide. I don't know if you feel that happening in your shoulder girdle. Okay, if you want to, let's add the dip. In 3, in 2, and 1. Right here. Dip, dip. You have proud posture because you're so, so proud of whatever you're doing right in this moment. Because it's unique to you and what your body is able to do and who you are, right? We're gonna hold it wide. Into, thumbs down, right here. You gotta dip, lift, dip, lift. Okay, in a second, we're gonna hold it low. As low as you can maintain, right? The rest of your body's integrity. Do a little butterfly tap back, right here. Let's go. So thighs do a little tap back. Tap back, tap back. Good. Now if you want to add in your arms do the same thing. So you do a little tap back with your arms. Good. Like you're pushing an imaginary wall behind you, away from you. Good. Little push away. Push away. Woo! You've got this. Let's add in some hip movement to finish this off. In 4, you'll bring your arms to sky, hook your thumbs. We're gonna tap your hips right and left. In 2, and 1. Right here. Tap right, tap left. So you're holding low. Good. Maybe you add the dip in 2 and 1. So it's a little dip tap, dip tap, dip tap, dip tap. Woo! So good. Little quicker. Here we go. Tap, tap, tap. Holding low. You're just taking the tiny dip out. Now you're tapping your hips side to side. So it's right, left, right, left. Little oblique action. Right? Same hip drawing towards same side upper rib. Woo! Tap, tap, tap. It's a party, y'all. Woo! In 4, we move to circles with your hips starting right side. Here we go. We circle to the right. We circle to the right. Here's 4. Here's 3. Here's 2. Switch directions. Right here. You go left. You go left. Last 2 here. Holding low, just dipping. Here we go. Dip and dip. Maybe switch the thumb cross, so awkward thumb on top. Really press them into each other. Dip, dip. Ooh, you're feeling your thighs, hopefully. Yeah? Oh my goodness. For 3, 2, 1. Hold it low for 4. 3, 2, 1. And release. 1 foot off the ball at a time. Grab your ball. I'm just going to keep my wrist weights on because why not? We can always ditch them, right? That's okay too. Ball between your inner thighs. It's a squat party, so we bend your knees. Hips back, extend your knees. Hips back for 2, hips forward for 2. Whew. Oh my goodness. It's about to get super juicy in your thighs if you aren't feeling it already. Tiny dips right here. Let's go. Dip, dip. Let's get it. Let's go. Dip, dip. It's tiny. Hips are down and back. Full range squats. Go a little quicker. Down and up. Down and up. Let the music build. Let it come in. Let it inspire you. Lower and lift. Down and up. Good. You can use your arms here. You can swing them forward, swing them back. Tiny dips right here. Let's go. Dip and dip. Can you get a little lower? Yes, let your heartbeat build. You feel more alive, right? Woo! Let's add a heel jog. Starting right. Let's go. Right heel, left heel, right heel, left heel. You're breathing. You're getting a little breathier. You're inspired and you're celebrating what you're doing right now in this moment. Let's go. Dip and dip. Dip and dip. Can you stay low? And then if you need that break, you come out, shake it out, and jump back in whenever you're ready. Right here. Dip and dip. You got this. In 4, you hold it low. Right heel stays up. In 2 and 1, right heel up, dip, dip. I know there's not really a beat. That's okay, create your own. If you want to, let's add the squeeze on the ball in 2 and 1. Let's go, dip, squeeze, dip, squeeze. Dip, squeeze, dip, squeeze. Oh my goodness. Squat and stand in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Squat and stand, squat, stand. That's gotta feel good, right? Because then when you stand, you get a little break. Squat and stand. Okay, it's coming again. That build, right? That inspiration. In 4, we hold it low. 3, tiny dips on the menu. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Dip and dip, dip and dip. Your hips are down and back, and your crown is reaching up and away. So you have this beautiful, long imaginary line from your crown to your tail. Add the heel jog. Let's go. Lift, lift. Little pump, little pump. Woo! I cannot do this without you. Oh my goodness. That's why we have community. Dip and dip. In 4, we hold your left heel up. Little dip squeezes. In 2 and 1, let's go. Dip, squeeze, dip, squeeze. Dip, squeeze, dip, squeeze. I added in the squeezes really quite early, so we might just drop them for a moment and just dip. If you want to, let's go. Dip, dip. Don't worry about the ball. You're just holding it where it is. Woo. Here's 4, 3, 2, holding low, maybe both heels up for 3, for 2, for 1, and release. Okay, if you weren't sweaty already, hopefully you are now, right? Okay, this is where I'm gonna use my ball. I'm ditching the weights. I'm ditching the light weights. I'm gonna use my wall as well for support. So my left hand comes to the wall for support, ball behind right knee pocket, hands to the wall. Your right knee lifts up and back, and then lower knee to knee. Lift up and back, and lower knee to knee. Now you can also do this on a window ledge, right? So your forearms can then come to the window ledge, or you're on a chair, the back of a chair, right? Up for 2, down for 2. Let's add in some footwork. So every time you lift up and back, your foot flexes. When you lower, your foot points. Flex and extend, point your toes. Extend, flex, and point. I meant flex your foot, then extend, point. Good. Option, a little quicker. Let's go. Press, release, press, release. So I want to show you something. This is me drawing my knee to chest, right? Okay, this is my spine's then moving more to draw my knee to my chest. Can you try to keep your spine where it is? And so then knee to knee as you lower, and then you're pressing up and back, up and back. As far as your body will allow to maintain the same integrity, right? In your spine, and you're in a place where your core is supporting you, especially your back body here. Press, press. We're gonna hold it up and back, tiny lifts. In 2 and 1, let's go. Little press, tiny, tiny. Good. Your left knee is softly bent. The further you are away from your support, the harder it'll be, right? So here I feel good. My knee feels good, my foot feels good, but I'm also more on a diagonal with my upper body, right? Keep going. I'm gonna show you something. Keep moving. If I walk further back and I hinge forward more, so I'm in like a warrior 3 position with my upper body, I need more deep core stabilizers to help support me. My leg's gonna get higher, right? Than if I'm closer and more upright, more in like a 45-degree angle, right? Play around with it. Press, press. In 4, we're doing a scorpion tail turnout. In 2 and 1, so your thighs up and back, turn your knee out on the diagonal and back down. So it's out for 2, then down to your mat. Keep going. I'm gonna show you what that looks like facing you. So it's out on the diagonal and then back down to your mat. So your thigh is actually pivoting in your hip socket rather than your hips moving your thigh, right? Whew. This one, guys, Barre does not mess around, I'm telling you. Option, pick up the tempo if you want to, right here. Turn out, turn down, turn out, turn down. Wow, I really feel the joy, but also along with the burn, right? Let's hold it out. You got tiny lifts right there. Let's go. Little lift, little lift. It's up and up. Woo! Oh my goodness. Little lift, up and up. It's okay if you feel your outer left glute pocket, okay? Your left leg is supporting you right now, so you will feel it in your outer left glute pocket because it's stabilizing you. Little lift, little lift. Guys, I'm barely lifting, but that's okay. Because what matters here is that you're feeling it. In 4, you're turning to the right side, turning open right here. Let's go. Your right knee pulls in, your right leg goes back long. Right knee pulls in, right leg slides back. Keep going. I'm just going to turn so you can see me. Yeah? Right knee pulls in, right leg slides back. Good. In for 2. Now hold it back right here. Hold it for 4. Maybe right hand to sky for 3. Maybe lift your left heel for 2 and 1. Let it go. Woo! Oh my goodness. We did it. Other side though, right? Ball behind your left knee pocket now. Hinge forward to your own degree. When you're ready, left leg goes up and back for 2, then knee to knee for 2. Up and back. I think I hear birds in the song. Up and back. And knee to knee. Good. Up and back. And knee to knee. Good. Just slower tempo to get situated, to feel really what's happening in your body here. Because if we just let go of feeling, then what's the point, right? Feeling is one of the greatest educators that we could ever access. Seriously. Because when you really tune in to what your body needs, then you become unstoppable. A little quicker. Right here. It's up and in. Up and in. Lift and lower. You can literally do this one like anywhere, I'm telling you. I've seen something, right? You could be at the dog park. You could be at the other bar, right? Little lift, little lower, up and down. Your pressure on your support is soft, right? Because we really lean into it, then we kind of disable the other parts of our body to kick on to help support, right? So use your upper body here to help support. Lift and lower. We're moving to those dreaded, joyful, tiny lifts. Right here, let's go. A little press, little press. It's up and up. Yes! Queens, kings, all the royalties around. Up and up. I need my imaginary manager to towel me off right now. Where are they? Little lift, little lift. So good. 4. We move into your rotations. So your scorpion tail turn out. In 2 and 1. Hold it up. It's out and down. Turn away, turn down. Nice. So if your knee had a light on it, your light would go off in the diagonal, then down. Out and down. Right? So if I do abduction, or like a fire hydrant pose, right, where your leg is abducting out to the side, it's more outer glute, right? And then my hips are pivoting. So for this one, your thigh is up and back. Pause. Then you're rotating your thigh away from your midline and then back down. Away and down. Yeah, do you feel that? Woo! In 4. You got tiny lifts there. In 3. In 2 and 1. Hold it out. You got a tiny lift there. Tiny lift. Tiny lift. How's your core? Can you draw your low ribs in towards each other a little more? Little lift. Little lift. Up and up. Woo! Guys, friends, this feels like the hardest booty workout I've ever done in my entire life, and I don't know why. Little lift, up and up. In 4, you're turning your torso to the left. Right hand stays on your support. In 2 and 1, your left knee slides in front, then slides back behind in line with your hip. Forward for 2 and back for 2. Forward and back. Forward. Can you soften your face a little more? Soften your shoulders a little more. When you slide back, can you keep your spine where it is? Yes. So amazing. You're almost there. Here's 4. Back. 3. Back. 2. Slide back. Last one. Let's hold it back. Right here, maybe left hand to sky. Maybe pop up on your right heel for 3, for 2, for 1, and release. Just can fall out of it. Let your ball. Actually, we still need your ball. But we're on our back. Yay! So, come onto your back here. Ball between your inner thighs, give it a squeeze. squeeze, and squeeze. Just take a moment to really squeeze the ball and settle in. You feel both feet completely on your ground, on your mat. Good. In 4, we're gonna lift your hips, but only as high as your mid-back can stay on the ground. Right here, we go up for 2 and down for 2. So this is more of a glute bridge than a shoulder bridge in your Pilates, right? In Pilates, we roll your spine off your mat and then roll it back down, right? Focusing a bit more on spine mobility. And for this one, we're really targeting into your lower body. Don't forget about your toes, right? So can you feel your toes on your mat? Your toes are really important for balancing and helping to stabilize the rest of your legs, moving. And the way that we press down through our feet actually sends a ripple effect through the rest of your legs. So see if you can press down a bit more through your big toe mounds, right? And notice how it lights up your inner line. Nice. Your inner line being your adductors, right? So that's where we're targeting right now, your inner thighs. Then press down through your pinky toes to feel your outer line kick on. It's up for 2 and down for 2. Let's hold it up in 3, in 2, just squeezes right here. It's squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Good. Let's add a little lift in your hips in 2 and 1 right here. It's up squeeze, up squeeze, up squeeze, up squeeze. Nice. So your shoulder blades are still on your mat. Your upper back, you still feel it rooting down. Lift, squeeze, lift, squeeze. Good. In 4, we're gonna hold the squeeze. Lift and lower your heels off your mat. In 2 and 1, hold the squeeze. Heels up, heels down, heels up, heels down. Good. Can you hold the squeeze a little tighter? Up, squeeze, down, up, squeeze, down. You're continuously holding the squeeze, right? Into our isometric work here. Good. Let's hold your heels up, just squeeze, double time. It's squeeze, 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 squeeze. Oh my goodness. That is super fiery. You're doing amazing. Whatever you're doing right now, you're doing amazing, I promise. So even if you're taking tons of breaks, that's really amazing. Maybe I should say it one more time. We're gonna keep your heels lifted, hold the squeeze, lower your hips right here. Let's go. Hips down, hips up. Hips down, hips up. Hips down, hips up. For 4. For 3. For 2. And 1, hold it for 3, 2, 1, let it go. Okay, roll over to your right side. Ball under your right side ribs. You can also do this without your ball. Bottom arm off on the diagonal, top leg long. Left hand behind your head. We'll do a side body cruncher and then slowly lower back down at that tempo. Here we go. We go up for 2 and down for 2. Really press into your bottom hand to help you lift up. If you love that, stay there or a little quicker. Let's go. It's up and down. It's lift and lower. So good. Option to stay here or add in your top arm. So you pull your left elbow back and overhead. Pull and press. So I'm tucking my left elbow behind my ribs here. Good. Pull and lengthen. A little crunch and lengthen. Okay, your bottom knee is bent. It adds more support for your pelvis. If you wanted to, you can extend your bottom leg long for a little extra instability work. Good. Down and up. Good. You can also just do this with your upper body. So if your outer butt, your outer hip have had enough, you can keep your leg down instead, lower, and lift. We're moving to tiny lifts to finish this off. In 3, in 2, and 1. Hold it high right here. You got a little pull lift. Really press down through your bottom hand. Push, little push. Here's 4, here's 3, here's 2, and 1. Press on up, sweep your legs around, or just switching sides, ball under left side. When you're ready, you lift. For 2, and lower. For 2. Take your time to get settled in here. You can stay at this tempo, or we'll speed it up just a little bit. Right here, we lift and lower. It's up and down. Nice. Now you might really resonate with this shape right now, and that's amazing. It's really powerful when we recognize that where we are is the most supportive for us, rather than pushing ourselves to do something that might feel really just too uncomfortable, or it feels too much like someone else and not like you. Lift and lower. Maybe extend your bottom leg if you'd like to. You're moving to tiny lifts right here. Let's go. Little lift, pull, little crunch, little crunch. Up and up. Keep going. Woo! Final 4, final 3, last 2, and 1, and you're done. Oh my goodness, we did it together. Move your ball off to the side. Come onto your back. Let your knees fall side to side like a little wave or a fan. Maybe drift your arms out wide like a T. Maybe they're overhead. Next time your knees fall to the right, hold them there. Maybe you gaze over to your left side for a little gentle twist. I want to really encourage you here to encourage your body to soften a little more. And on your next inhale, come back through center. And exhale over to the other side. Really try to take this time to rest. I know it's so easy sometimes to just get up and go right after your movement, or you deem to be more important in your practice. And I know, I've done it. Can you measure this moment of rest? Equally important, or if not more so important. On your next inhale, come back to center. Hug your knees in. Take your knees wide for a rested, happy baby shape. hands to your shins. You might rock side to side. It might feel nice to move into a happy baby here with feet to the sky, holding outer edges of your feet. It might feel nice to even extend your knees for an inner thigh stretch. Now, whatever variation you're in, use your hands to close your inner thighs back together. And stay here for a hamstring stretch, or move into one when you're ready. Holding onto the legs wherever it feels best. Maybe pointing your toes, flexing. Reawaken your feet, maybe making little circles. On your next inhale, let your arms melt away from your legs. Release arms overhead, bending knees into chest. Feet to your mat, turn to one side into a fetal position. Use your top hand to press all the way up. Meet me in a comfortable seated shape. One hand to your belly, one hand to your heart here. Close your eyes or perhaps soften your gaze. Big breath in where you are. Fill up your lungs. Open mouth, release. Just like that again. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. This time, sweep your arms up to the sky. Exhale. Palm to palm. Take a moment here to truly celebrate everything your body was able to do for you in your practice. I'm so honored that you chose to move with me today for your practice. I hope there are many more. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Give yourself a little round of applause.